I quit my entire career to play and build around Valorant. So I wanted to get in the full 40 hours for my first full-time week of playing Valorant. This is what my week's gonna look like. I've got 2 VOD sessions with my coach. I've got to work on my mechanics, practice my IGLing, which is and I've got to learn initiator, so a lot of initiator work. But at the end of this week, I feel like a completely different player. And I'm not really worried about rank at all this week. I'm strictly focused on my improvement because the reset is coming soon. So I started this week off with a VOD review from my coach. I'm not gonna go over it here because I uploaded the full VOD. If you wanna watch that, it'll be linked above, but I'll give you the too long didn't read. Basically, I sent him an old VOD because this was our very first session, and I had 2 major takeaways. And just for context, I have mainly played controller, and I am now switching to initiator, and that has not been super easy for me. But the first thing that you'll see me working on and really struggling with is I feel like I need to explain myself as an IGL.
So I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Is thinking about certain things from the other perspective in what you might do. 3 of you got scanned. 3 of them got scanned off the bat.
I think I was thinking this. Okay, I remember this. I was like, they're gonna grab breach orb, and they're gonna do the same thing they've done every time. They're gonna fake this a little bit, make it look like they're here, show a lot of presence. Then they're gonna go back and grab breach orb on the other side. And I don't think they did that, but I think it was like something similar. Maybe planet or some shit. I don't remember. But I was thinking that. I don't do anything with them. But
so then my follow-up is, why didn't you call that?
I think I kind of try here. I don't remember. If you play
Tiles.
I do this a lot. I just might go back for that A orb with breach. Okay. So I was thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah.
But again, passive might go blah blah blah. Not real.
Yeah, I think if you like see the scan and then you don't think it's real, I think it's fake. You guys go back A. What I do is oftentimes I'll try to cut out the fat of what I'm trying to communicate to my team.
And the second thing is that mechanically there's a lot of good with me, but there's also a lot of things that I can do to improve. So he gave me a drill and DM to focus on that's going to help me improve and clean up my first engagements. So start of the week, I was feeling gross, like never picked up a mouse gross. I just moved and I didn't have good internet in my spot for a while, and it showed. This was me and the first day back when I was running 10 mans in my Discord.
Guys. Just kidding.
What the? So after day 2, I messaged my coach and just told him how I was feeling, how I was having trouble tracking things, how I was overshooting, how I wasn't really recognizing a target before I was shooting. And he asked me if I had a warm-up routine. And I started typing yes, and then I deleted it because I realized that at that point, I really wasn't doing it anymore. My warm-up routine at the time probably looked like me hopping in the range and then just spamming DMs. And I realized in that moment that I was just feeling ranked anxiety because I announced this and I quit everything to do this, and just that real life pressure. So he told me to go back to my old warm-up routine and to add aim training into that, and then to add the DM drill that he gave me previously, which I'll explain in a sec, to that as well. So here's what my new routine looks like. From there, I hop into a DM and I do the drill that he gave me. And then from there, I go to a regular DM. And I would do this a couple times, typically like 3 DMs. So I do 2 of these drills and then a regular DM. But I found that my regular DM also started to look like this. And I was just getting a lot better at taking clean fights and not panicking. Not necessarily isolating fights because I feel like I was already good at that. But when there is chaos, like being calm in that chaos. And I found that just adding this routine helped me the very first day. Like I felt good again. Like I was trusting my aim. I wasn't overshooting. I was able to identify targets, which I felt more like myself. But in comp, that still wasn't translating. I was overthinking things. I was an initiator again. So I didn't have the same knowledge, and I didn't have the prep work that I do on controller. So game 4, in this stack, I decided I'm just going to lock Clove because I was feeling bad with all these people playing with me, and I felt like I was just not performing at all and I was getting carried. So I just locked Clove. It was my first time in a while on controller again.
Spike down B. Going towards
Sage
orange.
was like snowman area. Can you guys rotate towards
Backside. Backside.
Nice.
Refreshing.
Care kitchen or snowman?
No peeking.
Sage was there.
No peeking.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot.
Start.
Damn.
You will not kill
Backside,
me.
that's backside.
Oh no.
Can I start here?
One enemy remaining.
Oh, 6K.
Enemy B. Reloading.
Reloading quick.
No time.
A.
Oh!
They're flanking.
Garrett, they just playing on our fucking wall again.
Can we contest this flank?
Yeah.
Nice.
One screen.
Oh!
Our shots are
He fell off.
refreshing. My
Smoking your
ult
mid.
is
Fall
a
off.
drop in a smoke.
I'm leaving
I
chamber.
sorry. I thought he was
Whoa,
TP,
she's
my
still
bad.
behind her wall. Sage on A.
Drop in a smoke.
How many were on site?
We only saw
Two. At least
Sage.
two. Sage Viper with screens.
I do not have smoke.
I'm gonna have
or
to
snow
tap
right
bomb
now.
here.
Outside. Outside.
It's on me, my
Drop.
bad.
That's 3.
Play for Sova ult here.
It's one
Nowhere
kitchen.
to run.
No, I think one snow. I'm just gonna risk it.
One enemy remaining.
4 and
Price limit.
Yeah, most likely snow. I'm smoking it.
Last
9 shots.
player standing.
no peeking.
Just quick.
And from there, I went back to solo games, duo games, and trio games. And I really tried to limit the 5 stacks that I was doing, mainly because I wanted to work on my IGLing. And I had a VOD session coming up, and I didn't have a good enough VOD to show my coach that I was working on. And I was making progress because it's a lot easier to call in a 5 stack. So I needed to get better reps for that first coaching session of the week with like an actual VOD, not an old VOD. So I played a bunch of solo, duo, trio games, and then literally right before our session, like an hour and a half before the session that I was supposed to have with my coach, something clicked. So we were getting worked this game, but I was doing my best, and like slowly you like start to see me come alive. Like I don't really call, I don't really say anything. I'm super chill, but as I'm needed, I start to call more.
Nice.
At least
Play
two
life.
more.
Play life. Play life. Oh, you guys are fucking.
They're both there, yeah.
And we end the half 2-10.
Get this first round. First pistol. Sonic
Drop
3
in
2.
a smoke.
Flashing left here. It's clear. Can we rush this first?
Grab C orb. Grab C orb.
Break in and I'll flash. 3, 2, 1, break.
Decipher from B.
Before I even see what happens, it's a perfect call. Like that. This is like the only real good play in this situation. Beautiful. Nice. You
Just
push
waiting
the
for
C,
words
you
here?
push the C.
Dead.
I do really.
Spike down.
If we win this round, we run this back. Easy.
Wait, who wants sheriff here? Someone take it.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Come with me. 4B, 4B.
See you on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just later. You're gonna chill.
I have a stun, flash. We walk up, we explode once we're here. Might be box, but whatever. Let's clear box and then I'll stun. Stunning right? 3, 2, 1.
No, they knew. Fuck. Jet Rebel could go link already.
Should have gone later.
Yeah, there's two. There's one link.
Enemy B.
One upper. Close.
He's such a bitch.
Two breakable.
Here's it.
Last player standing.
Nice try, guys.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade.
Stun. Rush that shit.
Enemy spotted C. Reloading. Here.
Bro, no fucking way.
Careful there. Hit the full.
Where the fuck that bitch go?
Killed the
Up Cypher down. We hit C fast. You can leave the insert B. Let's just get smokes.
They smoked off already.
Flashing right. 3, 2, 1.
Flash out.
Swap me fast.
Got the spike, wing.
My bad.
Kill him, I was just spraying. I saw slicks right at the.
Shells
Let's
bigger
fight
than
for
the
C.
mount.
We go as
Oh,
5.
flashing ready.
Let's
Good
get
idea,
gold
yeah, that's a
this
good idea.
orb.
Do you want me to ult this in?
With all their flashes, I think we do. Yeah, sure. And then Clove falls in. But let's get 2 people to play anti. I'll stay here. Someone else stay there. Maybe
Turret
Right
out.
there.
KJ.
I'll stay. Yeah.
I'll take bomb since Gecko has ult. Last round for ult here. Stunning. 3, 2, 1.
I'm playing anti.
Yep, same. Yeah, I'll push up. Get Clove orb.
Someone get that orb.
Care box. You Gecko ult in. KJ, can you stay back and watch the door?
Watch my door, yeah.
Yep.
Flashing, let's push Clove in.
Blocking sight.
That's Odin.
One on side. Mid side.
Don't TP down.
Like I never left.
Huge.
One more water, one more.
Who's next?
Stay together.
That was Halls, I think. On site.
Spike planted. My ult's ready.
Placing swarm grenade.
1 enemy remaining.
Shit!
Beautiful. Let's go, boys.
What I do notice so far, that was a nice shot. I hope you notice this too, but just in general, your crosshair placement I think is so much better than it was last time. The thing that's weird about this fight is that there's kind of no there's no transition to where I'm scaling up and now I'm getting to a place where my angle advantage is bad, and so you're thinking of like pre-aiming this deep angle, right?
Yeah.
So I like separating it a little bit more, where yeah, so for I would say for a lot of the common angles, so like I'll run up, and then what you kind of did was this.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of pre-aim at the end. What I want you to do instead is this. For slicing, when your crosshair is like on the edge of the wall, so let's say there's a guy A main, but I don't know exactly where he is. Right. Then I'm probably going to do this if, like, imagine that it's quiet, right? Imagine that I'm playing defense and, you know, A main is quiet, but I think there might be somebody here shift walking up on me. So what I'll do is I'll either jiggle the one spot, just having my crosshair here, or if I'm looking for a fight, like let's say I kill one guy that's running up, and then I'm looking for the next fight to try to catch him off guard, then I would have my crosshair at head height to see if I catch them scaling up. And that's why I wouldn't be pre-aiming, because if I'm pre-aiming,
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna I'm gonna have to react if this guy is actually peeking me.
So nearing the end of the week, I was reflecting and I IGL'd a lot. Full games or just specific key rounds, but I felt the growth and I felt like I wasn't being super complicating. It wasn't perfect still, but I could feel the improvement and I wasn't trying to explain every call I made. I just made the call and I told people what I needed and when I needed it. I also started mapping out key triggers that led to my peak performance, my ceiling. And that was the thing that I said earlier where I felt like pressure was alleviated, but also there was an added pressure for myself. So expectations from other people were less, but expectations for myself to win were more. But it was also things like trash talk. When someone talks shit to me, I'm like, yo, okay, I lock in. I've always been like that, and I love that. That's my favorite part of sports in general. And these moments were like a switch for me. Sometimes it would be for the entire game. Other times it was just for a round or two.
That's all I needed. And it became personal with me.
But I'll do my best to trade.
Oh.
Fortune. Or pipes.
Shot that. Stay down.
Spike down A.
And that's it. That's my week. I definitely improved and I have a strong idea of what I need to do to take my game to the next level. Next week I have the reset, and I'm not even gonna lie, at the moment of recording this, I have already gotten my rank and it hit me so hard. And I'm so sad about my rank, but whatever. Appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to sub. See me reach Immortal, hit my 10K sub goal, and host that LAN tournament, or just fail miserably and fall on my face. Either way, appreciate y'all.
Just kidding.
What the?